Hi, hello! So, it's been a little bit, it's been a hot minute. I thought I would try to address that. So the week of Christmas, I got really sick. I almost basically completely lost my voice. I sounded like I was dead. I didn't think anyone wanted to hear that, but I still wanted to upload. I probably shouldn't have uploaded. I probably should have rested. I probably should have saved that video because I didn't draw anything because I was dying. Well, I wasn't dying, but I felt like I was dying. So, there was no video. This image in the background is actually a drawing, the drawing I was gonna use. I was just gonna make like a sketch with me video, and I ended up not because I didn't feel like editing. And I lost my mouse, and I can't audio edit without a mouse. So, I'm just going in blind here. I can't fix my mess ups right now. I'm gonna be fixing that hopefully this weekend. So hopefully I get a mouse and hopefully I don't have to not edit for a long time. But yeah. Before this drawing, it was the devil character I was talking about. I looked around in some old files. Actually, no, I looked around on my TikTok. Her name's Debbie. I forgot I kind of gave her a silly name. Anyway, I'm so sorry I missed the last week. I may be spotty with uploads, but I did do a couple drawings this week. I've been going through a little bit of art block, so it's been difficult to find any passion. And now I should probably talk about the drawing, because it's, what are you drawing? I tried to make a fantasy world, island, continent thingy. And the concept is that it's like a cursed island continent thingy, and the curse basically spreads like kind of around the water into the area, and so there are creatures that are like mystical that wouldn't normally exist. Like there's a pit of monsters, yeah, and there's ancient ruins. Like people used to live here, or intelligent things used to live here, but they don't anymore. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that. I just kind of was having fun because I need to give myself something like different to draw than a person. So, because even though I love drawing people, I got tired. So this was my answer. I've never drawn a map before. Pinterest references were my best friend because I didn't really know what I was doing. Like I got the idea of putting lines to make it look like more like an old map, but I also wanted it to look like a more fantasy map, where in a more like stylized map than like you know, like a globe. So I used like symbols for landmarks, and I generally put how far they reached. So, and then I named everything. I had fun. This map took me a really long time because I did color it against my best judgment. Because the drawings did take this, even though it's just filled with a bunch of simple drawings, trying to plan out a whole map for someone who's never done this before was difficult. It was challenging. I almost changed my mind for this video. But I kept going because ultimately I was thinking of like these places as like backgrounds in my mind, and I was seeing these like the most stunning places that like you could think of, and so I really wanted to like finish this map for the justice for it's like of all these places I was like imagining. Also because I am terrible at world building. I've tried it multiple times and over my life, and I'm not great at it. And I was thinking to myself, well, if I can build a fantasy world based off of something and make it good, it'll be good practice, and maybe it'll help me with my other stories, because my other stories don't really, they have a world, but they're not good, and I don't know how to make them show what makes them good. I'm not very great at that, so I'm going to use this as practice. So you might see more of this, even though this was kind of just to cure my art block, which is not fully cured. And I also need to say, I don't know if my upload schedule is going to be consistent for about the next month. I have some life things going on, and I'm unsure of how this will affect my upload schedule. I'll try. I might fail miserably. Thankfully, it's January, so views are terrible anyway. But that is really important that if you guys are subscribed, to turn on your notifications, because I might not be uploading every Saturday at 11:30 for the next 4 weeks. And I want you guys to be able to see my videos, because I know the algorithm punishes you when you quit uploading every week, and I know this video is probably going to do terrible because of that. Oh, speaking of, if you like this video and you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, you should like and share. Okay, now on to, now that I'm done chilling. I should pre-record that. Anyway, onto this creature. So, for the creatures, I kind of just did whatever, but with this creature, I was thinking of a predatory animal. I wanted it to be like kind of graceful, like a deer, but a predatory animal, so I picked a wolf. So I kind of picked two opposites of like, because I used the reference for the body, I used a deer, and originally this creature I was planning on having like hooves, but I changed my mind. And then I couldn't think of a name, and so I went on a name generator, and it came up with like sapphire something, or no, pearl wolf. And I was like, that's cool. Let me change the stone though. So I'm terrible at naming things, so that's where the name came from. And what I came up with was the horns and the stones on them are calcium, calcium and keratin, but it looks just like a sapphire. And that these creatures were almost hunted to extinction by the people in the island, because they thought these animals had sapphires on them, and they didn't. These animals are also very dangerous. They're about 6 feet tall at the shoulder. They're very predatory. They will steal your children. Not fun to be around. And then the other animal I designed, which is right here, is a bush frog, or bush toad. That's what I based it off of a Pac-Man frog, but I have a sweet spot for toads because I used to have a toad. Rest in peace, little man. So the idea with these guys is they are mostly sitting predators, and when you look at the map, they live in the frog forest. They're that's the only spot where they live on the island. And the idea for them was a kind of like sit and like wait camouflage predator, where they just kind of sit and wait, and then you accidentally step on them, and that's how they eat you. So the bushes on them, they're parasites, but they have more of like a symbiotic relationship, where yes, these parasites get to live and feed off the toad, but they help the toad catch more prey. They also have toxic drool, so it poisons their prey, so even if their prey gets away, it won't live for very long after, which is the general idea. Because I wanted there to be, I'm gonna have to come up with better things, and I will over time with these creatures, but I wanted them to be things that shouldn't exist. And that's the only way I know how to describe it. But Thank you for watching this video if you did. I know it's kind of a bit of a clusterfuck. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll have a normal video for you guys next week. Or I could continue this if you guys are interested, because I would be perfectly fine with that, because I want to design some more creatures and maybe make like some human characters or some like humanoid characters. Yeah, that sounds fun. But I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. If you did, if you liked this video, you should subscribe. If you're already subscribed, you should like and share and comment and hit the bell. I also have a gaming channel. One day I'll upload. One day. And I also have a Ko-fi. I put a goal that I could get a real mic because I'm using a headphone mic right now. And I will see you guys. Sorry for all my shilling, but I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.